Hello there and welcome. I'm Kate in the nest and I hope you can hear the excitement. It's Sunday afternoon here and I'm back with an update on my wearables, and this is part of my workwear collection. So yes, for the first time you can see some denim because I have been if you listen to me lots, I've been longing and longing to get back to my wearables collection, and I have a week ahead of me. So, well, we all have a week ahead of us, but I am just beyond excited that I can actually get into some of my projects. I've got coats, I've got shirts, and this, as I said, is my denim. So if you are interested in upcycling and stitching along, I hope you feel welcome here. I am just exploring this journey. I have always loved clothes, always loved fashion, and now I have some time to do it. So that's my excitement. So what have I got? I'm using black, and I may as well get this started. I'll just tuck my cuff in because that keeps coming down. Some black crochet cotton from a thrift store, a needle. I don't need the cream. I could. I feel like I need to get some red thread for this project, but I haven't got that, so that's a good excuse. Oh, actually, maybe, as I say that. Okay, so what am I working on? Some of you may have guessed. I'm not working on the bunny rabbit, but she's going to get some care this afternoon. All right, this is a pair of overalls. Here in Australia, we would call them bib and brace. I started out with the idea that I would do my flowers all over them to match my other shirts, and I say with a plural, but I've actually changed my mind. And this set I'm going to feature denims and tartans, my favorite. At the moment, I'm in a tartan phase. I wore my red kilt the other day with my shirt, and it just felt right as we come into winter here. And because I have quite a number of shirts on the go, I am harvesting. So I still harvest, whether it's flowers or patches or things. And so this is the cuff. Oh, I'm encountering a big bit there, so we'll just go around that. This is the cuff of one of my other shirts that I've just put upside down, put it around the pocket of the bib part of the overall. So I'll show you more as we go. This is a thrifted throw, I think you call it. It was in navy and it has white and red stars. So I have harvested lots of the stars. In fact, I'll show you another one here. And originally I thought I'd put them in circles, but on this one I actually cut it out, and I really liked that. And part of my idea is I've got a collection of, no, I'm not up to those yet, and I haven't got the right one that matches this. So sorry everyone, that was a little bit of a false alarm. I also thought, I've been watching other upcyclers, and a lot of people do this on the machine, and I thought about getting, well, it's out already because I use my machine for my paper sewing, and I thought, will I cross over and do this? And then, you know, I thought, I was stitching earlier in the day, I thought I just like the feel of the fabric in my fingers and on my lap. So it may take a long time, but I'm going to persevere. So denim, I think, is probably the hardest, and because I've got, I mean, that's like 4 layers of fabric that I'm trying to get through there. But you know me, I've got my fingers on buttons. Like, I love when my thumb goes down, it feels something interesting. So there we go. All right, I'm just going to do a big stitch here and another one. So really, the fabric is telling me how to stitch. And so it is just going to be very out there, not neat, but get this patch in place. And I am racing the light. It's yeah, it's like a winter's day today. Yesterday was beautiful blue sky and sunshine, and today grey, may even be drizzling and windy. So no sun to go down, and we're going to depend on this natural light. But it has been a day to bunker down and stitch. So that brings me to, how are you going? Still weekend where you are, or are you watching midweek? You know, I'm always grateful for your company. So this is easier because it's just got the one side of the denim there. And I think I'm going to leave this little bit hanging so it gets even a little bit more frayed. So it just looks like it's been brushed on there, which it has. So I'm not sure how you go about organising your projects. I did say that I'm going to start a list and plan what I work on each day. But interestingly enough, I found this morning that it took me stitching on my pink horse to get me into the mood for doing this. So it's like, well, when I get dressed of a morning, I used to say I could never plan. I was very envious of people who could plan what they were wearing the next day, because I'd plan it all out and then get up and go, no, I can't wear that. Which was a little bit frustrating. Okay, so I've got this greenish and that up there. Not sure what else I'll do up there, but there'll be other things that come and join it. And then I wanted to show you that these overalls are a man's. I've got them all. Old Navy. People in the States might know about this brand, but it was really dark and they were really huge. So I had my first go at splashing bleach and dripping it and going like this. I went like this too much. So next time I won't do it all over. I'll just do it like on the knees, like Tracy Myers says, you know, show this, and I just got carried away because I didn't actually like how dark the denim was. Okay, so what have I done? I've got another couple of pairs of jeans, thrifted of course, and this was the bottom hem. So I have already stitched it in place, sort of tacked it, and then I've put this little, it sort of comes off there as well. I didn't know whether I didn't realize, maybe I should do that. So I've just over stitched it over that pocket and have that hanging down so far, and then I'm going to grow it down here because I have a feeling I'm right-handed. This is the pocket I'll use the most, and I love the idea that it might be really, that's going to be better. So this, sorry, I'll put that down there. The interplay of the diagonals. So let's put that there. And see, this is where I think if I had some red thread, I'm looking over in my nest, I can see pink, yellow, and even more green than I used to. Okay, so what else have I got around me? This is the pocket of the shirt that I wear all the time. And I'm thinking that that's a candidate for, you know, this is where I'm going to need a mirror and a mannequin, and when I get more set up, I will do that. But, so I've got that, I've got some of this fabric, I've got the red star, and these were children's jeans. I know that's what I was going to have a play with. Children's jeans from a different thrift shop, but the problem with these is that there's a stretch in the denim. Might just do the lazy way. In fact, that might be easier to stitch if I'm going to use it as a pocket. Yes, so stitching on the star might be a little bit. I did bleach these as well. So I sort of like that as a whole thing. And while I'm here, and I like that the stars are in interesting places, not too perfectly in the center. So yes, I bleach. I can't tell you how long ago I bleached these. Maybe when I first came home from Melbourne, which was like April. And they've just been patiently waiting for me to get through my quilts and my pouch and my workshop and all those other things. So this is the time. The other thing is another pair of jeans. Oh, the pair of jeans that that came off had a made patch on it, so they were I won't say designer, but it was obviously that part of the make of these jeans had a bit of this on it, and I thought, well, if someone else has made the patch, that saves me. So I'm trying to get sort of like a square or a rectangle. And will this fray? Not much. So that's something I'm learning, is to make sure that I don't buy stretch denim. Okay, so how can we be, oh, even that's actually like the patch better that way, because it's more of the white. Okay, here we go. Why don't we put a patch on this pocket, like a collage, the start of a collage, that we can do something else with, so I don't have to decide where it goes instantly. And we need a bit of that there too. Yep, I think we do. It's a bit bright, isn't it? Maybe this is better after saying all that. Yep, or just some of the actual denim itself has better colour. Probably saying, what is she doing? Making it up as I go along is what it's called. If I had do I want to bring yellow in? No, I don't. I have this though. That's a possibility. See, so much fun. Okay, that's another bit. I've got this. Stop talking because I can feel my excitement rising. Yep. Yep. So that was a little flurry of all sorts of ideas. It's like I have a basic idea, but it doesn't come out the way I planned it. Does that make sense? And so I'm learning just to relax. So I can't pre-show any of these. Or tell you what I'm going to do, because like some other channels do, and I'm so impressed and I just love watching them, but my style is, that's why I have to forage so much and find interesting bits at the time and I don't know where they're going to go. See, I like this method because I'm sewing down the eagle, but it's actually putting this other patch in place as well. I'm just yeah, just finishing this off, and then we'll be able to move on to another piece. My husband has just come home from the pool. He opened the door because he wasn't sure. That's why I had to suddenly say, I'm just going to finish this. Okay. And of course it's skew riff, the patch underneath, but that's very much the style. There we are. See, I think this could easily go on. Is there a back pocket on this? Yep. So I tend to think, and I've got this here that I could actually hook up that was over that way. I'm thinking I could make a statement on the back pocket. Like that. That is hardly straight, Kate. And sometimes it has to be a bit better than that. So there we are. That's the first bit of life onto the back. I've got the logo there that I think I will keep. That's a funny shape for me to work with because it's got angles. So that bit will have to be continued, but I've got things happening on the right hand pocket and the left hand back pocket. Okay, that's good so far. That'll need something else on it, as I said. Oh, this is the bit that I was going to show you before. I've got some of these things, not exactly for there, but got to work out washing and all of those sorts of things, but if I use them as a pin. Okay, let's have another talk about that area there. I need to measure where my knees are. I feel like okay, let's play with the idea that I hope that's not too high for you. Everything's starting to get all over the place. All right, so I like the idea that this is a pocket that's going to now, I wish I had I just got to use black, everyone, for the moment, and I've got some here. This has got a buttonhole on it, so it's a pocket with a cuff. Okay, and I think we'll just go over here in tacking stitch at the moment, which is really just running. I call it that when it's really just running stitch with big stitches. Here we are. Like that. Get it through. Oh, I can. And I haven't got dark green. Don't need light green. I'm longing for some thicker thread. I've got that tapestry. Oh, I just found a nice green that I'll use on something else. I mean, could that be called red? It could be, couldn't it? Okay. I didn't buy that, so it must have come in a kit that's been, you know, I bought from the sewing basket or something. All right. Let's try out one more fun thing. I'm going to see if I can outline the star in my newly found stitch. That is not the proper stitch, I know, but it does make a good straight line. And this is where I always get into trouble, like not trouble from anyone, from my own head, because I can't start it off again. So I'll just do that. here we are. I'm going to like this. Except there's too many. If I just use a little tiny stitch there, then start. Okay, maybe that's better. So you've got me, folks, until the end of the star. Well, end of the fabric. Mean the thread, Kate. And I'll go faster now, but I am liking the effect. And I'm thinking, imagine if I did some shapes and on my patches, even filled some of them in. So just the act of sitting and playing sparks the next creative idea, which is my way of, do you know what I'm trying to say? That might not be everyone's way, but that's, oh yeah, and I can actually pick the flap up. It's a bit of a dodgy start of the star, which is sort of nice that the flap will be down over it. I mean, maybe we don't finish the star off in this style. Maybe it just hangs this thread, which is what I'm going to do now. Anyway, because it's getting too short. So there you go. Part of a, done a funny stitch there. Anyway, perfectly imperfect is what some people say. Mine isn't even that. Okay, so here we are, my friends. We've got the start of my bib and brace. We've got the start, oh, love the feel of that. Texture on the pocket that will hold my right hand. We've got a collaged potential pocket on the back, and for fun we've just made a stitched star. So I want to say thank you so much for joining me. I have had an absolute ball just enjoying stitching and talking to you. So this is Kate in the nest. It's a bit of a juxtaposition, isn't it? Now we've got, oh, you probably can't see my florals, but yeah, there's my little scissor cape. So the nest is multicolored this afternoon, and I've loved sharing with you. So until next time, I will be back. Take care and keep well. Bye.